What's going on, my bad adventure team? My bad here, coming in today with a Tusk Knives Tuesday live. Our guest tonight is the brand new content creator, Nicholas Edwards. Nicholas Edwards, introduce yourself, man. Unless you froze. Did you freeze? I believe Nicholas froze. There you are. Did you get any of that, Nick?
Think I might have lost signal or somebody did.
Yeah, you froze for a good minute. But yeah, I was just saying, go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell everybody about yourself.
Sorry, man. I think I lost signal there for a minute. I got bad signal. Um, my name's Nicholas Edward. It's actually no S at the end of it, but it's all good, man.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. Everybody does it. It's all no problem at all. Um, I started YouTube just to talk about knives because I didn't have nobody else to talk to them about. My family doesn't really care about it. I have zero friends, so there was nobody else to talk to about it. And I enjoy other people's content. And thought, what the hell? I got a bunch of knives. I'll start showing them off. That's
Yeah,
really
go ahead.
honestly it. That was it.
Well, you came to the right community. How I got to know you was from Timbo 437. He was a great, nice person in the community. I've known Timbo for about 3.5, 4 years. He lives up there around Buffalo, New York. I always
Yeah.
want to go fishing up there with him. But he donated the 300 subscriber giveaway knife to me, and he's just been really good to the community. I believe that he did a pretty decent giveaway for you since you'd reached 200 subs
Yeah, he did. He actually even stretched it out because I didn't make it to the
in a
200 in the
2 week
time
mark.
frame.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but 200 subs in 2 weeks.
Oh no,
That's.
yeah, it went pretty quick and it was awesome.
I think you
And
got 200 subs in 3 weeks.
yeah, he's awesome dude. He sent me some knives to check out. I've already shown them off in the videos and stuff, but great dude. He found me. I didn't look for him. He just wrote me on Instagram one day, or maybe just commented in one of my videos, and it went from there. He said, "I
Yeah,
like your content. I like what you're doing. I'm gonna send some guys your way." I said, "Man, I appreciate that a lot."
and I was one of the guys that he sent.
Yeah, yeah, and then I hit you up on one of your videos as well, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah. So you said that you don't have a lot of friends and your family doesn't care about the knives you have,
No.
but you got a lot of knives. What kind of knives are you interested in? Are you interested in fixed blades? Are you interested in folders? Are you interested in a certain type of folder, a certain brands, anything like that?
I am. I don't know. I've been thinking about this a lot. I'm kind of mesmerized by trying to figure out what draws me to a
Good
knife
evening to you, Darnell.
other than just the usefulness of it. I've always used one every day. It's always been in my pocket, but I'm just drawn to them, and I don't really know why. I like fixed blades. I like folders. um I'm more of a fixed blade guy, but right now I don't have a lot of them. I have way more folders. That's just mostly because that's what everybody's into as far as the YouTube videos go. You get a lot more views, or I do anyway, when it comes to the. I like my grandfather told me a folding knife is already broken, so it's not near as useful as a fixed blade knife. He always carried a
Yeah.
big fixed blade knife on his hip, and I've just always enjoyed them.
And I carry a fixed blade about every day,
Yeah,
along
I
with my folder.
have a little Bradford that I carry scout carry on my waist.
I just carry
Uh,
this little dude in my pocket, but I've shown it on this channel so many times, everybody's used to seeing it.
yeah,
Little Bark River Persian.
oh, I love a Bark River, man.
Oh, that's my favorite. I haven't
Yeah,
had an LT right yet, and I really want to use an LT right before I just go out and say that Bark River's the best production knife company in America. But I really need to hold an LT first.
I had a Genesis, and it was a
What's going
great
on,
knife,
Mountain Moon Adventures?
but I never got a lot of use out of it. So But you know, I have some pictures and stuff. I don't have any bark rivers now. I had 4 or 5 at one time, and I loved them.
Hell yeah. If you ever
We
get
got
some
hit.
more and want to get rid of them, give me a call.
Yeah, we got hit by that tornado last year that came through Kentucky, and it tore me up pretty good. So I had to sell everything at that time. But you know, that's neither here nor there. But
Ah, man, I
I'll get
understand
them
that. You
all back.
probably sick to your stomach that you had to
Yeah.
sell them.
Well, I
But
live in a
on
trailer.
the other side of that, you know, your family's alive and everything's good.
Yeah. Well, yeah, absolutely. We got out of there. It just tore up my property pretty bad. Thankfully, I had all them knives because you know, it to sell to begin with to come up with the money to fix my house.
Give me that back. Yeah. Sorry, my wife was doing something
No,
kind of
you're fine,
messing up.
man.
But what size
But
tornado was that?
they said it was EF4 was as high as it got. It was not quite 200 mile an hour, and it didn't directly hit my house. It was about a mile south of here, but it was enough wind to blow over 2 trees, and one of them hit my house.
Hmm.
And
Well,
I had to clean it all up myself. I had to go get a chainsaw and cleaned it all up. And then I'm a carpenter by trade, so I fixed my own house, but you know, really only had to pay for the materials. So
yeah.
it took me 7 months to finish it, but it's back good to go now. So
So you'd say you're pretty handy with your, you're a handyman.
oh yeah, yeah. If I don't know how to do it, I'm gonna learn it.
Roger.
I can do just about anything as far as construction goes.
Now, as a carpenter myself, I understand what you're saying. But as a carpenter, I also know you start a project on your own house. Sometimes it
Yeah,
just doesn't get finished.
that's the recipe for you know, uh, getting complacent on it real easy.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Well, you
yeah.
do it at work, you don't want to come home and do it.
I
That's
know.
like if you're a cook, you don't want to cook all day and then come home and cook.
My cousin's a mechanic, and every single, like, he has one vehicle that runs and drives in his yard,
Yeah,
and
the rest of the shit.
It barely runs and drives, but he's got like 5 junkers there.
Yeah, yeah. I know how it goes, man. That's just what it is. But yeah, anyway, thankfully I had those knives to do. But I've gathered quite a few knives up to um, got the collection up a little bit. I had a collection video on my channel, but hell, it's changed. That was not even a month ago, and it's already changed up quite a bit. I like to trade. I like the barter part of it. You know,
Yeah.
it ain't
You
really a lot to do.
you interested in going Blade Show?
Oh yeah, I would love to. It's just finding time to do it and being able to take off work to do it. It just never ever seems to be the right time, but
Huh?
I'm hoping to catch one that's close by, like they had one in Nashville, which
No, I'm
isn't
talking
too
about
far.
Blade Show Atlanta.
Oh yeah, I know. Well, that still isn't that far away from me. It's about 9, 10 hours away from me, but
Yeah,
I'd like to go.
I drove it from Arkansas in 7.5.
So it's about the halfway point in between us. Yeah.
But you go to Blade
When
Show
is it?
Atlanta, your collection is going to get a lot different real fast.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
Is there a certain type of we've already went over Bark River. You're obviously a Bark River fan, but
Yeah.
in the already broke knife world, is there a certain brand of knife that you lean to more than others? Like my lean to is 100% Spyderco.
Yeah. I was getting ready to say that's my production favorite
Hey, I got
by
one
a
of those.
long shot. Just by a long shot. I mean, to me, Spyderco, they're so diverse that you just can't beat them, and they do a good job with their heat treat. There's a million freaking models. If you don't like one, you're apt to like some of them, you know. And I've got quite a few Spydercos. I love them. As far as I've been getting into custom knives a lot. I need to get away from them, man. Those are money pits. It's like a Harley Davidson in your pocket.
Yeah, I don't really. I mean, like I do the custom knife thing, but they're custom fixed blades. I
Yeah,
get
I
customs.
love them. And
I
something
get
about a handmade knife. I love it. It's just I
going on
can't afford
BC.
it.
Yeah, the customs that I get is like White Hines, Daniel Suji, stuff like that. I'm gonna start doing some things with Chris Julian and doing some customs from him as well. But these are all fixed
Yeah.
blades. I don't do the custom folders.
Right. Right. Well, it's a tricky game, man. You gotta be careful with them.
Well, I really don't even care if it's custom. If it's, I'll be honest with you, I had one knife. I have one knife in my collection right now I don't use. I had two knives in my collection that I don't use, and I've had others in my collection I didn't use. I always get rid of them.
Yeah.
I just I cannot justify having a knife of that price in my collection without using it. Now I'm keeping this one because I have a Jones for Mexican G Carter blanket, so
Yeah.
it stays in my collection. Well, if I can find it, I'll show it to you.
Yeah. It doesn't matter if it's $100 or 1,000. I'm gonna use it.
Yeah, well, this one ain't
I
called.
might not use it as hard or as I might just be cutting open gummy worms for the kids, but I'm still gonna use it. Yeah, that's nice. See, that's gorgeous. Is that a? Did you just flick that open, or is that a? Is
That's
that an auto?
automatic.
Okay, I thought I seen you flick it open. I was like, man, that's sweet.
You see that mosaic pin?
Yeah, that's gorgeous. I love
Yeah,
that.
man. This the only knife in my collection that I have not have not
Yeah,
gotten rid of, and I don't use.
yeah, yeah. I like it. I got a Strider recently, SMF.
Yeah,
Believe it or not, this was a gift from another YouTuber.
that's an awfully nice gift.
That's an awfully nice gift. I know. I had to ask him 2 or 3 times if he was sure, because it's that's a hell of a gift.
This,
And obviously, I'll never get rid of it. And I've been carrying and using it every day for the past week or so. Um, and it's a
yeah, I
little.
did say hi back, Mountain Moon Adventures. How you doing? I said hi back when I saw you. I didn't skip over you. I'm sorry if you thought I did. The only knife that you'd probably freak out that I do use is my custom Chavez. This is an American made Chavez by Ramon Chavez,
Yeah,
and I
that's
used
nice.
it. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
this
why
thing
not,
is
man?
sweet.
That's
Do
nice.
what? Oh
That's
yeah.
awesome.
You see that pattern in
That
the
chisel
handle?
ground.
Oh yes, chisel.
Wow. Yeah, that's nice. Hell yeah, I like that.
It's got
See, it's
like
one.
three different grinds on it.
Yeah, yeah, that's a
Oh
high end knife there, but I would use it too, though.
yeah.
I don't
Oh
blame you.
yeah, I use it.
Yeah, I
It
don't blame
bites
you at
me
all.
about once a month.
Those are hard to get.
Yeah, that was the first. That was I had an early bird pass for the Blade Show, and that was the first booth I went to. And
Yeah,
next year it'll be the same story. I'm gonna have my early bird, and that's gonna be the first booth I go to.
yeah. When is Blade Show? I know that's a question I should know the answer to, but
First
I don't
first
really.
weekend of June.
Okay. Well, I'm
It
gonna
should
plan to
be.
go. I
Yeah.
need to go. Need to
If
save up.
if you're there, I'll buy you a beer in the pit.
I'll be there. I'm gonna do my best anyway. That's one of them places, kind of like Vegas. You got to take a bunch of money with you.
Man, I left with 3.7K, and I came home with $5.
Yeah. See, you got to take a bunch of money with you. I don't blame you. I would too. I would too. Leave my
That's
credit
stupid,
cards at
man.
home.
But it was
Yeah,
fun. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed myself quite a bit.
yeah. Even if I don't buy a whole lot, man, I just want to go just to see all the new stuff coming out and all the custom stuff.
Yeah, and all the brand new companies. So there's a big room and a little room. You really want to pay attention to the little room because those are the up and comer people. Those are
Yeah,
the people that are going to be in the big room eventually, if they survive.
right.
It's not true, Grumpy. I mean, it's only the 1st of June. It's not like the end of July. The end of July in the South is freaking hot. I know you Indiana folks, you Yankees don't understand that. But like the end of July in Arkansas is worse than the Philippines.
For some reason, I can't see none of the comments. It won't let me see them.
Oh, it'd be all right. If anybody asks you a question, I'll ask you. So, you're a big Spyderco lover. There's a few things that you sent me a week ago, and I received them Saturday, and I only opened up the package on Monday. And you sent me a Kubi, and this Kubi, which we forgot the name of, maybe somebody in the comments section can tell us.
I think it's called a Mito, but I'm not 100% sure.
The Mito. It's a front flipper, and it's got pretty nice action. Now, this is tonight's giveaway knife as well, and this was donated to the channel by Nicholas Mizo. Grumpy Grunt says it's Mizo. I knew Grumpy would come in there and tell us. I knew Grumpy was. Grumpy knows every single name of every knife that has ever been made. At least to me, I think he does. But this knife, this Kubi, was donated to the channel by Nicholas Edwards to be a giveaway knife, and that's the knife we're giving away tonight. But not only did you send me that, but you sent me a couple of cool little drink koozies, which my bad's on his diet. He's got to lose about 20, 25 pounds, so he only gets to use these on the weekends. And you sent me a Tor Knives multi-tool, if you can see that. And it's a pretty nice little piece right here. This is pocket pry bar, and I've been talking about getting a pocket pry bar for a while. So that ended up becoming part of my collection. I'm sorry, everybody, but I got to keep a hold of this until I move on. And then probably one of the nicest bit drivers I've ever held in my entire life. It's a CRKT, but CRKT makes fantastic tools. It is Columbia River knife and tool, or Cricket, whichever one you want to use. But it's got that, and it's got a 6-pack of Weehaw bits from T6 to T15. And I got to do some videos with it. I got to do some maintenance videos. I got to put it up to my other bit set that's got the Weehaw bits in it as well, and see what's going on there. But that was an awfully generous gift of you, Mr. Nicholas, to the My Bad Adventure channel.
My pleasure, man.
I appreciate it a lot.
My pleasure. I'll tell you what, man, everybody's been really good to me, so I have to give back in any way I can. Between the loaners, people sending me loaners, so I have content, because I can't always afford to just keep buying knives to show, and I'll run through my collection so fast on doing videos that and then people gifting me stuff that's way too expensive to be gifting, but I'll appreciate it and I'll cherish it forever. I'll never get rid of it, but people have been good to me, so I'll do whatever I can to be the same way.
Yeah, Roger. Hey, Todd Carr, it's all good, man. You keep on listening. What's going on? I Love Knives. How you doing? Good evening, buddy. Back to you. So you say that you're a bit of an outdoorsman, and you got into knives, but everybody around you really doesn't care about these knives. I keep on referring back to that for reasons. This reason right now, of course, is what I heard you say something about your grandfather, but what else was you can also hit on your grandfather as well. But what brought you into the world of knives? What pushed you, and what age were you at when you started liking knives?
I believe, now this is in the 80s. I used to visit my aunt and uncle just for no particular reason, but he had a little collection. It was small. It was 8 to 10 knives, but he kept them in this case with a glass cover on it, and he kept it underneath his bed, and I always wanted to see it. And for the life of me, I can't remember what the knives were, but just him taking such good care of them things, and and taking pride in them, made me, I was just enthralled by that. I just thought that was cool as hell. And then he ended up giving me one of them, which I still have. It's in the house. I should have brought that out, but
Oh man, I would love to see it. Maybe you can
yeah,
do a video of it. We had
yeah, it's
a
actually in my collection video. It's a Kershaw. It doesn't have a clip on it. It's a really older one, but it's in ATS 34 steel.
yeah.
Never seen another one like it, but I'm sure there's more of them. But anyway, ever since that day, I think I've had a knife in my pocket just about, it is definitely as much as I can remember anyway. If I don't walk out the house with a knife in my pocket, I'm naked. And I got, I keep one in my truck just in case and stuff like that too. But I just always,
What is your
I don't
truck
know,
knife?
the more I got into them, and then now I pay attention to the steel, and I'm a steel junkie. I don't know any of the scientific parts of the steel, but I like exotic stuff, and I'm a junkie for edge retention. I'm always looking for how far I can push a knife, and I also sharpen. So I try to push for high sharpness and seeing how long I can make it last.
Have no
And I
idea what
prefer
that word says, Grumpy. What is your truck knife?
it's a Mora actually. It's just a Mora, cheap $30
There
Mora,
ain't
but
nothing wrong with that, brother. There
I
ain't nothing
love
wrong
them.
with that.
I love Moras. I just did a
Everybody
video on
loves a Mora.
yeah, I just did a video on budget camp knives, man. You honestly, for 25, $30, you can't beat that.
I watched that actually. Yeah, you did do a video on the budget camp knives, and yeah, you're absolutely right. It's a fantastic knife. I was gonna say before that when you was talking about your Kershaw, there was a tag about 6 months or so going around of your three most sentimental knives, and I would assume that that'd be a knife that would be in your sentimental three
Yeah,
knife group.
absolutely. Yeah, that one and the ones I've gotten from my kids for Christmas and stuff, even though they're not name brand or anything fancy, that they see a knife on the shelf, they just automatically assume I'm gonna like it, so they buy it as a gift. And of course, I'll cherish them forever as well. But
Hell, my wife and my family doesn't know. Well, my dad knows a little bit about knives, not nearly as much as I do. Which I still believe that I'm a novice
oh
with
yeah,
like
me
you
too.
said, blade steels and everything like that. I have a hard time holding that much information in my head. But I'll take my wife because she always wants to give me a present that I'll enjoy. So when we go and buy the knife stand at Walmart, it's like, hey, there's a Prodigy right there.
Hmm.
Hey, there's a Kershaw Blur out there.
Yeah, my wife always wants me to go online and put stuff in the cart,
Yeah.
like on Amazon or wherever. Or I always tell her DLT. It's my favorite place to get them. And she'll say, put 5 or 6 in the cart, and I'll choose one of those. So that's how we kind of do it on the like Christmas and stuff like that. Because I'm easy to shop for, man. I want a knife. That's it. I
Yeah.
got everything else I need or want.
I like camping gear, and we're going to get
Yeah,
on that here in a minute. I like camping gear. I like survival gear, and I like knives, and I like guns.
yeah,
Um, I like tools.
yeah. Boy, I tell you what, you'd love my shop then, because it is crammed full.
Oh yeah, you got to,
Love
you
it.
got to, man.
Yeah, yeah. I've got band saws and table saws, and I'm surrounded right now by them. You can't see them. You can see yard tools behind me. That's it. But
Pretty fly for a knife guy. That's absolutely right. Sharp Guy ATX says, the more I sharpen, the more I learn about the steel. Jake from Ohio State says, Double G put up Nick's link to his channel. By the way, we're going to get on what I'm going to do for Nick as well later on. He's about 15 subs away from my milestone mark that I like to hit, and I want to give Nick a giveaway knife for his 250, but that's coming in later. I'll talk about that later. Um, Urban said, "Hey, buddy," and we got Bluminati Ninja. Put up your link. So thank you, Bluminati, for doing that.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Does anybody in the chat have any questions for Mr. Nicholas Edward? While y'all are, oh, thank you, Gonzo. Gonzo just subbed.
Thank you.
While they're thinking of their questions for you, I have one more that we can go about. Is there a certain toolkit that you take with you while you go camping?
Yeah, actually, I keep one in my truck all the time. I got a little Maxpedition pack that's got all kinds of. Oh, you mean like actual tools, like hand tools?
Oh, whatever. Knives. Like I'll carry a fire kit. I carry like 3 or 4 different knives. Sometimes I carry a gun. Carry a medical kit.
Yeah.
What's in your pack?
This pack here's got
I carry coffee. Coffee's number 1.
Oh yeah, I'm drinking coffee right now. I gotta have it.
Yeah, I just got done with a green ginger tea.
I got everything from I got your standard first aid stuff, gauze and stuff like that. I carry an EpiPen. I'm not at all allergic to anything, but you never know who is near you. Arm splints, finger splints, hand warmers to me are so important because if you're freezing half to death and you're trying to start a fire, you can't feel your freaking fingers. It's hard to start a fire, so I keep them in there. My little fire kit, I showed it in my video the other day, but another is like a pocket bellow, which is important, I think.
Oh yeah,
starting a fire or keeping it
got
going.
my bellow right here.
Yeah, you got to have a bellow, man. And honestly, I started fires for 25 years before I knew anything about them.
I was talking to Rewild Gear about this bellow. It would be awesome if they put a magnet on the tip.
Yeah,
that'd be a wonderful place.
Yeah, you can use. Yeah, that'd be awesome. That's a good idea. I got some of them all-weather matches in there and a magnifying glass, just your normal stuff. And I carry this all the time on me. It's always in my truck at all times. But the only reason it's not now is because my truck's in the shop, and I took everything that was worth anything out of it.
Yeah, Roger. I'm going to go back up. I had some interesting comments, a bunch of them while we was talking. So let's go on up. Miss Allie Paracord says that her package. So Miss Allie Paracord is going to be on Tusk Knives Live in 2 more weeks. I believe that's on the 16th or the 18th. I can't remember which one of October. So she's going to be there. She's got a package she's sending me to give away and nice little trinkets for all of y'all. Pretty fly for a knife guy. Sure, right, 100% blessed. Pretty fly for a knife guy said something about Mike Jernak and Bod with Sin-Cut Sash. Best knife I have now. The sash was pretty good. That was the knife that I got from Blade Show and I gifted to my uncle. Mountain Moon Adventures. She tells her husband to buy what he wants for every occasion that he receives a gift for, and then he gets what he wants. And when he gets home, he gets a kiss. And I say, "You're welcome." Better be 100 Canadian dollars. That's like $2 American, ain't it? I carry 5 EpiPen shots, Miss Paracord says. Darnell just subscribed to you. Urban Woodsman, coffee and bacon, won't go camping without them ever. I do go without bacon just because I know that it's cured, but it can spoil. I do go, if I'm like long-term camping, I take a sack of potatoes, a sack of onions, and 2 sacks of beans.
Yeah.
Tom Weingart, this is one of the interesting ones that I was wanting to find. Says an entrenching tool always comes in handy for obvious reasons, and I agree with that. I bought my father an entrenching tool for his metal detecting. I don't personally own one, but if I was to have an entrenching tool type, I would have the Spetsna E tool that Cold Steel offers.
I have one. I'm not sure the brand of it, but it's in my I got a big old box I keep all my camping stuff in. And when we go camping, we don't have a camper at the moment. We just use big tents and stuff, but I keep all of it together so we can just grab and go.
Roger. Todd Carr sub to you. Miss Allie checked out your subs. You're at 242 now.
Thank you.
We got Mountain Moon Adventures. She says, I sell eggs from 8 chickens. Do you know how long it takes to make $100 at $3 a dozen all year? I need to go to Canada and get me some eggs. Because if you're getting given away for $3 a Canadian dozen, I can buy that for like 20 cents.
We
And
got
I've
I got
got
8
two.
chickens myself.
I got 2.5 dozen I just got from Walmart. I'm incubating and hatching chickens right now. I hatched quails last month, but that 2.5 dozen that I got from Walmart was $11. So I'll take some 20-cent dozens all day long. Miss
Yeah.
Mountain Adventures. Allie Paracord, where are you located? I don't know where she's located exactly, but I know she's up in Canada. Tom Weigart, what's wrong with your hand, Todd Carr? He's driving. He is driving. Get some more hens, Miss Mountain Moon. That's what Gonzo says. Miss Allie said it is the 18th, so on the 18th in 2 more weeks, me and Miss Allie will be on Tusk Knives Tuesdays. Jake from Ohio State says, what's up? Darnell says, all good today, Jake. Thanks. Hopefully you're doing good. Urban Woodsman says, my birthday is in 2 days. Starting to feel a whole year older. Well, Urban, I'm going to assume that you're 34 going on 35 because your tag says Urban Woodsman 87, and that means that you're a year younger than I am. And trust me, it doesn't get any easier. I hurt every day. That's why I'm on a diet, trying to eat right to make my body feel better. Papa Rhino says 2 jugs of maple syrup and Tim Hortons. Final offer. And Tim Hortons. I don't understand what that is about Paparano, but if that's like real maple syrup, I will break my diet for that. Grumpy says, happy birthday. Tom Weingart says, does she have a sister? Yeah. Oh, man, it skipped on me. All right. Todd Carr says, Tom covered in sawdust at the moment. Oh, so I guess he's sawing off his hand. Happy early birthday, Urban. Urban, happy birthday. Oh, Grumpy, man, come on, dude. I was joking. I know $3. I know $3 Canadian's like $2 American or $2.25 American. I was just joking about that. It is what it is. Thanks everybody. I have to go celebrate. Get me some cheesecake. If it's not going to be ice cream cake, it's going to be cheesecake for old my bad himself. Dwayne Letterman, what's up? Oh, Grumpy said he just baked one yesterday for his own birthday. Happy birthday, Grumpy. If I missed it, I'm sorry. And then we got Dwayne. I used to buy fresh brown eggs right from the farm, $1.25 per dozen in New Jersey. I used to have like 20 chickens before I went to the Philippines, but ended up giving it to my mother. And now that I'm back in America, we're starting to incubate some quail and some chickens now because eggs are expensive now. Oh, what's up?
I was going to say I got 8 chickens too. They're not quite laying yet. They're about a couple weeks off from they'll be laying any day now.
It gets cold too. If you don't keep a heating lamp on them, they won't lay during the winter very well. Herbert Woodson says, "My bad adventure, guessing my age like a rocket scientist." Well, I don't know, man. I'm a redneck scientist, I guess. Tim Hortons equals Canadian donut and coffee chain. Okay. Mountain Adventures says, ha ha ha, more hens means more poop. I can carry a shovel more in a purse. Good load. I don't need more hens. Most sell for $5 a dozen here. I'm working on a system that guarantees those eggs move out quick. I can understand that, but what I do with my quail poop and my chicken poop is I don't just put it straight into the garden. I'll put it into a 5 gallon bucket of water and I'll slosh it up and I'll use the water on it because if you use the straight poop on it, the fertilizer is way too hot for the garden. But if you dilute it in the water and just use the water on the garden, it's good to go. Terry T. Rex Hank, what's up, y'all? And then everybody's saying hi, Iggy. What's up, Iggy? What's up, Terry? For T Rex, whatever. I'm just getting tired of eating pickled eggs every dang day. I love me some pickled quail eggs in habaneros. That stuff's fire. And garlic. Gotta have garlic and habanero.
Yeah.
All right. My birthday was over a week ago. I just got around to making my own cake. Had other things working. Dude, I'm freaking busy. I believe that Mr. Nicholas is as well. We was just saying to each other, we just got in from work like 30 minutes before this live. I got in. I ate my dinner. I took a shower because I had sheetrock mud all over me everywhere. And I had just got back from a 100-mile trip, round trip, getting siding and material for the same job. So I was pretty busy today as well.
I haven't even made it to do those things yet. I was taking care of the animals before this, and I still gotta go eat and take a shower and all that.
Yeah, Roger.
My day never ends until it's dark.
Yeah, I understand that. I've been working like 12 to 14 hours a day. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Shark Guy says, I'm digging the Banshee. I won last week. Thanks again. You never did say what kind of fish you cleaned with it. I did not clean a fish with it. I cut up a skipjack for bait catfishing. So that's what I cut up with it, was a skipjack. Thanks, Iggy. Hello, Todd, Timbo. True facts, light warmth. But if you pet the hens, it stimulates them to lay. Only thing I do different than my neighbors, and they give me 7 eggs a day in the winter. Serious, pet them. It works. So love your cocks. I mean, hens.
My chickens don't fucking like. They don't like to be messed with too much.
Yeah, mine never did either.
They'll let me come near them just to feed them, but after that, they don't want nothing to do with me.
Yeah, Roger. Urban Wooden says, Alley Paracord do not and will not live in Florida. I'm a Georgia boy, currently living in Brunswick, but my heart up in the Blue Ridge, North Georgia mountains will be moving in about 4 to 5 years. Well, I guess we got some Georgia-Florida line tension there. What a horrible band.
My grandmother's from Brunswick, Georgia.
Joe, are you feeling my bad? I don't know what that's about. I hope not. Tom Weingart says, do you know that Granger's made a fortune off of fans for chicken coops because they accident because the acidity from the poop destroys electrical appliances. Oh, well, I never put a, well, man, that's probably chicken houses, really. I don't know, because I never put a fan in my chicken house. I used to go hang out in Helen when I lived down there at Urban Woodsman. I don't know what that's about either. I saw the pass from Doom on Sunday that y'all met in St. Augustine, just the same you were in Florida. Something about contact and submission posts makes them lay. Yeah. Hey, I'm finally at the end. I finally made it to the end. The ammonia from the urine is pretty stout too, Tom. Hi, Iggy. All right. So once we got past all of them comments, you want to show us some knives and tell us about them?
Yeah. I'm digging this one now. Typically I'm all about American knives, but some of the Chinese stuff can be good. And I like this guy here. It's a Max Ace. but it's using ASP 60 steel, which so far I've never heard of it until this knife. I had to look it up to even know what it is, but I've been cutting with this thing hardcore, zip ties, lots of cardboard for the past week and a half, and it hasn't affected the blade at all or the edge at all. It is I have a thing about seeing the same steel on the same knife or on every knife all the time. Drives me crazy. There's so many options out there. I think they should use more shit. I can't stand the CM390 on everything.
I bet you hate S35 VN too.
I don't hate it. I just I sharpen, and I don't like the way it sharpens. Other than that, it's great steel. I just don't like the way it sharpens, and I know that's stupid.
What are you using to sharpen with?
I hand sharpen everything. I got diamond stones, and I have I believe it or not, I like Spyderco's medium and fine stones. I use them quite a lot. I do have a wicked edge. I don't use it that often, only if I have to do some heavy reprofiling, which I haven't had to do in a long time. But I prefer to hand sharpen because it's just therapy, and I make my own strop.
You might know what you're doing.
Yeah, I make my own strops, and all the time. I used to sell them, but I ran out of time and had a hard time getting a hold of good leather there for a while. But it's just therapy. I like it. And I'll sit there for, even if the knife doesn't need it, I'll sharpen it anyway.
Yeah, roger that. Roger that. So you're liking the I'm sorry, that was a Max Ace. I was trying to think of it. I was trying to say Kubi for some reason, probably because there's one right beside me. But it was a Max Ace. Have you handled the Sandstorm or anything?
I have. It's a monster, and I like it. It wasn't mine. It was a buddy of mine's, or not a buddy. Somebody I ran into at a little local knife show. But it's huge, and I like it a lot. The only knife I have that's even close to that big is this Alpha Smilodon, which is a PMP knife.
Yeah, Roger. Timbo runs the same thing as I do as a KME, but he prefers the freehand. He barely uses it anymore. I'm not that good free-handed, and besides that, the only thing that I got around me is Arkansas stones, and I don't want to destroy a high-end knife with an Arkansas stone.
Right. I spent a lot of time and messed up a lot of stuff doing it, but I practiced on the old Kershaws and stuff until I got good enough to feel comfortable sharpening an expensive knife.
Grandpa Grunt is asking, asking Mountain Moon Adventures if she has a budget. I thought he was asking if you had a budget.
Yeah.
Well, since he did ask that, I want to go ahead and ask, what's your budget, your medium, and your high end range, in your opinion?
I think anything under 100 is budget. High range is unobtainable, but $1,000 it'd be the high, and anything above 300, 400, or 500 would be my mid range.
Okay.
I think in the mid range,
Alice was saying
the mid range is so diluted. Go ahead.
We keep on running. I'm sorry, man. I gotta say this before, but Alice Paracord just opened up a website. I will try to link it in my IG as well. But if you want to go to her IG, you can check out her new website and check out all of the EDC gear that she makes with the Paracord, and some of it's pretty sweet. You are going to get a peep at it in a couple of weeks on this channel as well. Urban Wisdom said, I really enjoyed Beard Doom's taste knives. He likes a big hefty one with flare. Really cool blades. He's got check them out on IG. So check out Beard of Doom on IG if you want to see some big hefty blades.
All right.
Blah, 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 blah. All right. Well, anyways, go ahead. I'm sorry for interrupting you.
No, you're good. I think the 300 to 600 range is so diluted. You can, it's weird. I don't think there's much difference in a $300 knife and a $500 knife anymore. They're just all pretty close to the same, unless it's a handmade knife in any way. But it's hard to find any kind of handmade knives at that price range unless it's a small fixed blade.
Timbo likes big knives and he cannot lie. You other boy can't deny. Yeah, Timbo, man, we know you like the big ones, brother. Timbo, he was actually just posting a lot of his fixed blades for the longest time that I knew him. And then we was talking one night. I was like, "Man, you ought to start posting some videos on your folders." Timbo's actually got more folders than he has fixed blades, believe it or not.
Wow. Because he's got a lot of daggone fixed blades.
Oh yeah, he does a lot.
Yeah, I think he biggest collection I've seen as far as on video. There's no way he could. It'd be a 2-hour video showing off all them.
Yeah, his like I think that my collection's pretty. It's pretty respectable, but like Timbo's collection puts mine under the water 20 times over. What's going on, Wyatt Hines? You didn't miss it, brother. You're right on time. Anytime you want to come in, brother. Yeah, Wyatt and girls. You need to Mountain Moon, Iggy. Allie Paracords here. Ladies are here too. So
how many people are on?
Oh, right now 14. I think our high was like 20. We're at the a little bit past the 45-minute mark, so let's go ahead and talk about what is in your pocket today. Everybody get into the descriptions. Tell what is in your pocket. Today I was carrying the Tor Knives multi-tool. This was gifted to me by Mr. Nicholas Edwards himself. And of course, you got the Olight I1R2. I've got the Burt's Bees back. My lips are kind of crusty and kind of chapped, but my wife is now happy again that my lips are all nice, soft, and supple. And this doubles as a fire extender. Of course, got my Mom Bad Adventures hat on. Been carrying the Artisan Cutlery Arroyo. And that's pretty much it, besides, the old Mark River that I carry all the time. How about you? What was in your pockets?
I only carried the SMF today. I didn't have anything else in my pockets. I try to not carry too much because the amount of sawdust that I deal with every day is just absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, do you tend to shy more towards phosphor bronze than ball bearings in?
Absolutely, yeah. I won't carry anything to work if it has bearings in it because I'm just going to be taking the time to clean it every other day. So yeah, I carry the Shaman a lot.
Yeah, Roger. Grumpy, I believe that Hidden Canyon's discontinued. I have a Hidden Canyon, although it is being loaned out to one of my best friends right now, and I told him that he could keep it as long as he wanted to. If he ever got rid of it, send it back to me. But I do believe that's a discontinued knife now. We don't have any pocket checks yet that I can see. But Mountain Moon Adventure says, I have about 20 knives from the micro to the machete, but need a small skinny knife to fit comfy in my girl hand, and most are cumbersome. If you can find that Hidden Canyon, that is 100% the knife that I would definitely go with. That is a fantastic skinner. I've skinned many a deer with it. Sea Snake is not a skinning knife. Timbo says he's carrying his M4 Shaman today, the one he had reground nice and thin. That's pretty sweet. Dwayne Letterman's got a Kaiser Comet and a Cold Steel Engage. Tom Weingart, Alice, I recall the water taste like swamp mud. What? I'm just going to let everybody's dirty imaginations think of whatever they want to about that one. Iggy said, had my stout this morning. Switched up to my new QSP Pelican. that I won from Shane. It's super sweet. Yeah, Shane's a freaking awesome dude. You had a stout this morning? You drinking beer in the morning? Hardcore. Alice
That gives me
Paracord, y'all
damn
have
a
a great
great
night.
night.
I'll see y'all next live. Hey, Alice, you have a wonderful night. Please be safe and take care of yourself and everything. Have a great night. Miss Mountain Moon says, I have a Remington Sports Series Crat knife on my belt right now. Thick and sharp, full body tang. It works pretty good, but again, it's cumbersome for delicate stuff, if you will. Urban Woodsman 87 says, forget the Hidden Canyon. Get a White River M1 caper. That's not a bad. That you know what, the caper from them and Essie has that small bird and trout knife. I can't remember what it's called, but that'd be a great suggestion as well. So yeah, Urban, that's 100, bro. Tom Weingart, get a buck 110.
Is it
Yeah,
called a camp lore?
maybe. Mount Moon says, thank you, my bad. Had my Kershaw link today, Mr. White Hines, carrying the link. What's the blade length on that Urban? I don't know. Bobo Shenoggins was carrying the Rosecraft Pocket Monster and the Off-Grid Viper today. And I believe that we caught up. So that's good to go. Where do you see your channel going in the future? What are some of the things? Urban Wisdom said I was a 3-inch knife. But what are some of the things that you want to do with your channel? What do you want to show us? What makes your channel stand out from everybody else's? So, like I do, for example, Grumpy does things with mushrooms. He does motivational walks. He does motivational talks. I myself, I do. I'm going to start doing hunting videos. I've done some fishing and boating videos. I do beer reviews, and I just whatever I want to do, I pretty much put it on camera. But I mean, what's going to make your channel stand out from everybody else's?
Well, I probably where I started at. My first 7 or 8 up to 10 videos, I was just I was walking up and down the street doing it instead of over a tabletop review. The only reason I stopped doing that is because my dogs and traffic where I live at up and down the road every time I take off up and down the road. But I want to do cut testing, like actual stuff people cut every day, not just cardboard and rope. Just I want to test some of these steels out, from different companies. I want to see what they can actually do. And honestly, I'm winging it, just completely organic. I'm just growing it and just seeing where it takes me completely organically.
I got you. I mean, you do a fantastic job, and I do appreciate your content myself. We got a few
I appreciate
things. Women Outdoors in the chat. Hey, Women Outdoors, are we still on next week for Tusk Knives Live? Bloomin' Naughty said he carried his CRKT Provoke and Kaiser Mini Roach, Kaiser Drop Bear, Kaiser. What? You're on a Kaiser kick. Kaiser
it's
Mini.
a lot of knives.
Yeah. Oh man, what's going on, Grugs? How you doing tonight, brother? Might suggest ladies mud wrestling. Tom Weingart, just full send. Really, ladies mud wrestling. Let's do it. It's got the edge retention. Oh, he's talking about CPM 10D. All right, Women Outdoors, Grugs. Howdy. Mountain Moon. I would love to see hunting videos and beer reviews, but not at the same time. Okay. Well, I do a beer review while I'm at deer camp, but I'm not hunting at the time. It's after I'm off the stand and we're eating supper and winding down. That's when I do the beer review at deer camp. So I don't do them at the same time myself. Iggy says, subscribe to Blue Naughty Ninja. I 100% agree. Hello, everybody. Sure, let me know the time. Well, it's 6 p.m. Central Tuesday. That's the time that Tusk Knives Live is. 6 p.m. Central Tuesday. Yeah, I'll set it up then. What's up, everybody? Me with Knives. What's up? What's going on, my brother? Legion Tactical Cutlery said he got his CSSR. That's Cold Steel SR1 Tanto S35VN. That's a pretty wicked blade.
Yeah.
How about the Bench-made Steep Country for a skinning knife? I just don't like the handle on it. That's me with knives. That's the problem that I have with it. But it may work for her. It just wouldn't for me because I've got to have some thicker grip than that because it'll make my fingers. I've got arthritis in my hands, and then my hands will start doing crap like that from all the abuse that I put them through, and I can't handle. I've got to have a handle on my knife. That's all right. Urban Wisdom said M1 caper my Carta handle with flared hollow pins, 3-inch blades, 7 inches overall, 3.2 ounces. That's 35VN steel, insanely comfortable. Jimping in a finger choil, it was round and smooth, so comfortable, a joy to use. All right. Grumper Grunt, if you can catch the drop, the MKC Speed Goat is a great lightweight skinner, 250 in CPM Magna Cut. And he's got a link. Okay, then. I won't have the experience of the pucker. Put one down. Too old for Niptons. I don't. Mountain Moon. That's some Canadian slang right there. Mila Knife says, Hogue Deca, Gen 1 for me to take today, baby.
Have you experienced any Magna Cut yet?
I've got 3 or 4 knobs in Magna Cut.
I had 2, and I sold them both, but I didn't get to really test them out or really.
No, I got 5 knobs. I'm sorry, I got 5, and they're all tactical everyday dads.
Yeah. I actually got one Tanto coming. I'm not usually a big fan of Tanto, but it's S35VN. Be the only knife I have in that steel. You brought S35VN up earlier, but I'm kind of looking forward to that. It's the only knife I have on the way.
Oh man,
it's
like as a general user, I prefer S35VN over every other blade steel. So like in Arkansas, I have put rust on CPM 4V, which I mean I know that that's not a super stainless steel, but it's still pretty stainless. I've put rust on Nitro V. I've put rust on AR RPM 9. I've put rust on 9CR18 MOV, but I've never put
got
rust
a ridiculous
on
amount of moisture and humidity.
Yeah, I've never put, and I will tell you the reason why I don't put rust on my M4s and my Maximums and stuff like that, but I do on my stainless. It's because it's stainless, it'll be fine, and then I'll throw it back in the knife drawer and I won't even think about it, and then I'll bring it back out. It's got rust all over it. But I've never put rust on S35VN.
Right.
And it's got decent edge retention. I mean, you can't really argue with it, and it's fairly tough. It's not as chippy as S30V.
Right. Well, the one I have coming is a Medford, so it's a hand ground blade, and they tend to do pretty good with their heat treats, so I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah, Roger. Grumpy Grunt says he's got Magna Cut. Tested it by throwing it to the concrete. It passed, but the concrete totally failed. That's a good one. We're about at the hour mark, so this is about around time. I was talking about your subs a while ago, and I think that you was at like 235. You're in the 240s now, but I want to see you. I want to see you get to 250, and before I talk about this, I'm going to do a little house cleaning for myself. I know I've been at 500 for about a week or so. I'm waiting on another one of these to go into the #1 giveaway, and then I will do that video, and then I'll put it out. I appreciate everybody getting me to 500. Let's go ahead and push this on to 600, 700, 750, and so on. Let's keep pushing the numbers. Keep shouting my name out. I appreciate everybody that does. I appreciate everybody that does something on this channel. I appreciate everybody that watches. You guys are awesome. You ladies are awesome. 100%. I feel the love and I appreciate it. I will get that video out in a couple of weeks. I promise. 500 subs is going to be epic. Now, for Nicholas Edwards, I got this Damn Designs basculus. It's in titanium black. It's got black marble carbon fiber, and it's in satin M390. I know you just heard. I just heard you say, "Oh, I can't stand everything being an M390." Well,
I had no problem with the steel. It's just it's on everything.
Well, it's on this blade
nice.
too, and I am going to give this blade away as soon as you hit 250, and I'm going to have some criteria. You're going to have to go on a video thanking everybody. You're going to have to make a video saying, "Hey, everybody that got me to 250, I appreciate it. Put this in the comment." And I'm going to make a video telling everybody they got to go to yours, comment into your video, give you a like, share, and subscribe, and I will use that comment, whatever your keyword is, and I'll use that for the giveaway.
Awesome, thank you. I appreciate it.
That's no problem. I like your channel. I like what you do. You're a lot like me. You do things that's off the cuff. You don't plan anything. You just do what you like to do, and that's what I like to see.
Yeah.
Everybody, listen. People like Nick Shabazz does a fantastic job. I have no problem with Nick Shabazz, but everybody tries to copy the guy. Everybody tries to copy the guy. It's a simple format. You know, I got this, and this is how much this weighs, and this what. I don't give a shit. Does the knife work? Does the knife work? You know, that's just my opinion on it. Which Nick is a lot more richer.
At the beginning, I said I wasn't going to do specs or none of that stuff. I was just going to show it off, and it is what it is.
What is your experiences with the knife? What do you personally know about that knife? Do you have enough DNA in this blade to actually feel like you know what you're talking about? Has this blade? I mean, I don't cut myself with every single blade, and I don't ever try to cut myself, but it happens. Do you get your DNA? Do you work? Do you sweat? Have you flipped this thing and cut a line or 2x4 or whatever? It doesn't matter. I've cut I've cut copper wire with this blade, and it did great.
That's good.
Okay.
Well, I appreciate
Illuminati agrees with us and says that all of his blade has his DNA. Yeah, you appreciate what, sir? I'm sorry for cutting you off.
I appreciate you.
Oh man, there's no problem with that, man. I appreciate you, man. You've hooked me up, and you've been nothing but nice to the My Bad Adventure team. Tom Weingart says he wouldn't be surprised if Nick wasn't from New Jersey. That is a freaking insult if I've ever heard it.
No, I've never lived anywhere other than Kentucky my entire life.
I usually run about an hour and 30 minutes, but I know that that you're tired and you just got in and you're probably hungry. So you want to go ahead and talk about tonight's giveaway?
That'd be just fine. You have it in hand there. It's
yeah. I got a couple of My Bad stickers, and then another My Bad sticker, and then we got a Detent Diva sticker, which is awesome. And I believe that is I believe that is from Iggy, but I'm not positive. Then we got a bunch of stickers you sent me. You gave me a pretty sweet QSP penguin, a Knife Joy, a Spyderco, and this sweet DLT trading sticker. That thing is awesome. That's all going in the package with the Kubi.
Yeah. The Kubi Maito, I think is what he said.
Mize. So
Yeah,
what I know about it is it's a front flipper and 14C 28N, and it has an amazing guillotine-like drop. That thing is a free floating drop. I'm pretty sure that is green Army Green G10 and steel liners on a steel pocket clip. But
that's it.
the pocket clip isn't recessed, but the screws were recessed, so I can't put a full ding on that. But I also don't know the price of this knife. If it's an above $40 knife, then I would ding them on not recessing that pocket clip. If you're going to spend $40 on a knife, you should have perfect hardware, in my opinion. I know I'm a little. I have scrutiny. I have
I
morals.
agree. I said the same thing on my review of that knife. It needed to be recessed, and it was about $55, I think.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm giving away.
At that price point, we should have recessed pocket clip and even
Absolutely.
screws.
I'm giving away a Kubi on my channel this week as well. This one here, I know my lighting's bad. I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
it's also on 14C 28N, and that'll be for my 100 subs. I just haven't gotten around to doing it, and I need to get that done, and I'm going to this week.
Hey, Mountain Moon Adventures, please email me at mybad2ds dot adventures at gmail.com with your address. I will ship it to Canada. So I'll definitely give you a sticker. All right. Mountain Moon Adventures, $150, something, something, something. And I got you some more subs, and everybody else is helping you out get some subs.
Thank you.
Grumpy beat him to posting that. And Tom Weingart is laughing over my dumbass Nick Shabazz voice. All right. So that's a pretty sweet Kubi. Do you know how I do this with guests?
No, I don't. I was curious, but because I don't know how I'm gonna do my giveaway yet either. I haven't figured it out yet.
Well, some people just pick a number or whatever. What I do is the amount of people that's in my live, this has been a pretty good not live. I've seen up to 23 people in the live. Right now we have 19. So we're going to give it a 40-point spread. I'm going to come up with the spread. You're going to write down the number on a piece of paper, and then either Bluminati or Grumpy's going to tell them to start, and Grumpy's usually going to give them the rules, which you cannot go over the number that Nicholas picks. That's the basic rule. So 40. How do you feel about 40 to 80?
That's fine with me.
All right, pick us a number. We're going to give this beautiful knife away.
A number between there, right?
Yeah, we'll say 41 and 80. Between 41 and 80.
All right.
When you get the number written down, tell us, and we'll start it. And we'll give them about 3 minutes to do it.
It's down.
All right, go. Yeah, I have mine done by Tri-State. Miss Cara does a good job with the stickers. If you need some stickers made, I can hook you up with Miss Cara.
I was going to ask you about that. Yeah, I'm working on some patches right now. I got a guy that does patches, but they're you have to buy a crap ton of them, which they're not cheap. But I'm working on it now. I'm trying to work out an emblem for my channel and some kind of, because right now if you go on my channel it's just an N
Yeah.
on there. I'm going to work out some kind of emblem there.
I can hook you up with a graphics designer. You may have to pay her like $50 or something like that.
Yeah.
Which isn't bad for a graphics designer.
No, it's not.
And then you can get about 50 stickers from Miss Cara for about $30 or $40, something like that. It ain't bad.
That sounds good. Yeah, the guy that does the patches for me, it's going to do the
What's
patches
going on,
for
squirrel
me.
magnet fishing?
The guy that's going to do the patches for me is you get 300 of them 50 of them for $300, which is
Yeah,
a lot, but
that's not bad actually.
yeah,
It's
it's
only
any way you want
$6
it.
a patch.
Yeah, he'll make them any way you want them.
Yeah. Illuminati spreads 41 to 80. Yeah. Miss Caro, I've talked to her. She's thinking about doing patches. She may already be doing patches and buttons and stuff like that. What I need to get some more gear. I've got a little bit of swag that I made, but it's already been gone. I did about a $1,500 worth of swag that I took to Blade Show and gave away in between Blade Show.
Yeah.
But that did not last. $1,500 you would think is a lot of money
No, it's
for
not for
swag,
that.
but it's not.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully I can get big enough to where I can justify that for sure.
Marcus Gamma, we're doing the giveaway right now, so you got about another minute to get in. The spread's 41 to 50, so
80.
get in while you can, brother. I mean 41 to 80. 41 to 80. I'm sorry. Yeah, there's 20 people in the chat, and we're doing 41 to 50. We're definitely doing a play-doh. Come on, you want to say hi to everybody.
Hi.
Hey. That's
Hi.
Mr. Nick.
Hey, Mr. Matt.
Hi. I saw you the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my girl. That's my ride or die right here.
That's cool, man.
I'd
my daughter's
murder
12.
half this country over this girl.
Yeah, my daughter's 12, my son's 16.
Now, that's my oldest. She just turned 4 Friday.
All right.
Yeah. Well, put up the stops. We're going to go through the numbers, see what we got. It's stop time. There, thank you, Bluminati. What's the number, Nick? We got 69. 69 is the winner. I know that there's some dirty. We got 67, Marcus Gamma. 69, Urban Woodsman. So, do we have another 69, or does Urban take the cake? Dwayne was 1 over. I mean, no, Dwayne was way under. My bad. Don't see any other. All right, Mountain Moon was 69, so we're going to have a knife off. Had a bunch of 68s.
Wow.
Yeah, there's 2 69s. So, where are we at? Mountain Moon and who was the other one? Mountain Moon and man, where's that? Mountain Moon and who else? Who was the other 69? Yeah, it was a knife off. It was Mountain Moon and somebody else. I didn't see it. It was Urban. Yeah, Urban and Mountain Moon. So Urban and Mountain Moon. We're gonna do a knife off, and the spread is gonna be 9 to 99. So pick it between 9 and 99.
Got it.
All right, and go. My wife's congratulating them, not knowing they're going to have to do a knife off.
Yeah. How many knife offs have you ever had?
This is the first one.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Mountain Moon came in with a 13. If I was, I ain't going to say that. I ain't going to say that. I'll say it after he picks his number, but I ain't going to say that. Urban, where you at, brother?
I assumed somebody would pick that number. It's why I started out there.
All right, 86. So, Urban, if you was a smart man, you would have picked 14, in my opinion. Because she picked 13 right off the bat. If you'd have had 14, you'd have had all of that, brother. All right, so what was it? We got 86 and 14, 42. It is going to Mountain Moon. Mountain Moon, if you will pay the difference in shipping, I will have this thing shipped off to you, Ricky Tick. Usually it costs me about $10. So I'm going to need about 25 from you, and I'll ship it to you. If not, you can defer to Urban. That's my new Canadian policy, because I've shipped like 3 packages to Canada in one day, and I left the I had some other American stuff, but I spent $150 in shipping in one day, and I said never again.
Yeah, it gets high.
Yeah, it's about $35 for first class from here.
I've shipped all over Europe, and all of them, it's all about that amount, no matter where you're shipping it.
Yeah.
States,
we
anyway.
we shipped 2 Balacnean. Oh, well, we've shipped 1 Balacnean box, but I figured we'd ship like 2 Balacnean boxes a year. And what is it, 110 now, babe? The Balacnean boxes. About $110 to ship to the Philippines, but it's one big ass box, and it doesn't matter how much it weighs.
That's good.
Mountain Moon ain't answering, so what's up? Yeah, I don't ship DSL to nowhere. You'll tell him it's a present, give him a kiss. So I guess you're going to take it. All right, just email me, and I will send you some more of my stickers with that knife, Miss Mountain Moon. Email me at mybad2ds.adventures@gmail.com, and I will get your brand new Kubi this sticker pack and My Bad Adventure sticker pack sent out to you. And I appreciate everybody that came out and hung out with me and Mr. Nicholas Edward. This was a pretty sweet live, in my opinion. I think it went pretty well. I appreciate you coming on, and everybody else, have a good night. Like, share, and subscribe to old Nick. Like, share, and subscribe to old My Bad. Y'all take it easy.
Thank
now.
you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you all.